Ryan, a 1-0 defeat today against Newport. Your reaction to the game?
I think it was a tough game. I think the conditions didn't help again, but going down to 10 men again, I think it's unacceptable from us as a team. There's been so many that this year that it's putting us in awkward situations in games and putting us on the back foot. Whether the red card was warranted or not, we still put ourselves in a position where we've got a mountain to climb for the rest of the game. So yeah, I think if we had 11 men, we'd have gone on to win the game, but it's always tough when you go to 10.
Obviously, from last week to today, the 4 changes to the starting lineup, you were one of them. How frustrating was it to lose 2 of those so early on in the game?
Yeah, I think it's always frustrating when anyone is took off or anything like that in a game so early, and it always makes it tough. You know, I think we showed good moments in the first half, but having 10 men for the rest of the game, especially in the second half, I don't think we really got going. I know you can't really use it too much as an excuse, but it's always hard with 1 man less, and I think Newport controlled the game in the second half and didn't really give us a sniff.
In the second half, we did seem to create those moments or a couple of changes to formation, but it wasn't quite the cutting edge with that disadvantage in the final third, was it?
Yeah, I think you've always got to change it when you go down to 10 men and give yourselves the best chance of creating chances and going forward. But I think we showed a couple of good moments, but it was always going to be an uphill battle with 10 men. It's so hard when teams are so up for beating us anyway, and then we go down to 10 men. It just makes it 10 times harder.
Again, in the first half, we showed everything that you can do and more with a mazy run that could have created an opportunity had someone else been following up at the back post. In the second half, we saw a little cameo up front, but it shows that versatility that you've got to your game, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's really good to be back. You know, I feel like it's been ages. I think it's been about 12 weeks now, and it was really tough for me, to be honest, because it was my first injury, sort of long-term injury, and when something takes away that addiction that is football for myself every day, it is hard. But I had good people around me, the fitness staff, and I had a couple of the other boys who were injured at the same time, so they helped get me through it.
And on a personal perspective for you, following on from that, now building up those minutes again, obviously suffering illness last week off the back of coming back from the injury, so good to get minutes under your belt now.
Yeah, I feel like I've been close for the last few weeks now, but obviously I had a bit of illness leading up to the game last week. Managed to be okay to be on the bench, but I'm glad the sort of injury and illness is hopefully behind me now and get some run in the team.
In terms of response from today's result, a full week on the training ground ahead of a big Emirates FA Cup 4th round tie against Blackburn Rovers.
Yeah, I think that's what we need as a team. We need to get back in on Monday and probably go through and review what happened, and you go back to the drawing board and you work out what happened, and then you move on from it. We've got a week's worth of training, and the standard of training has been ridiculous at the moment. So I think that's exactly what we need going into Monday's game.
Thank you, Ryan.
That's all right.